Hello, my name is MAKASY, and in an effort to diversify my content, showing you guys a bit more of myself, MAKASY behind all of the fashion stuff, learning to be a bit more vulnerable and showing you guys that it's not always sunshine and rainbow from a guy who seemingly have every possible amazing article of clothing. I know firsthand, and I'm very aware how my content can make someone who is having a bad day feel worse about themselves. I'm very aware of that. I always talk about how I have too many problems, so let's actually get into the specific and talk about one of them. If you are not familiar, I am currently in a long distance relationship. We got married recently. I am planning on moving to Germany. Now, whenever I bring this topic up in the past, it's always I'm moving to Germany to my partner. I get to live with my partner, blah blah blah. I get to see my kids, my family-in-law, we get along great, all sunshine and rainbow. But it's a lot of work, but I am scared. I am petrified about the move. There are so many parts, so many moving parts. I'm gonna break some of them down today in an effort to show you that dark days doesn't discriminate no matter the race, wealth, or gender. I am slowly learning German, but it's a long way there. My thinking with the language is I won't learn it to the best of my ability until I am there, until I go into the shop one day and the workers, they don't speak a lick of English and I'm forced to speak with my broken English and using my hand and body language to get what I need from the shop. I won't learn it to the best of my ability until I'm forced to mess up my German in front of people and I feel embarrassed. I'm going to tell you something that I haven't told anyone, not even my family, not even my partner. So when I first got to America in 2009, I had just gotten to America. My family wanted to buy me the PS3 console because that's what I wanted the whole time. That's what I was talking about before since I was in Cambodia. So we went to Prudential Mall to the Sony store and we got the PS3 and I wanted two games to go with it. I wanted the FIFA '09 or FIFA 10, whatever year that was, and the GTA 4. But the Sony store only had the FIFA, so the GTA was we had to go to the other side of the mall, Prudential Mall, and GameStop. I don't know if it's still open. GameStop has been going out of business. Their business models are not good. Anyway, not the point. So my cousin and I, we went to the other side of the mall to go get the GTA 4. But I didn't speak too much English. My cousin didn't speak too much English, and we got there. So there wasn't any game, any GTA 4 out in the open. So there were two thinking. So they either ran out of it or they haven't restocked it and there's some in the bag. So I went with the second. So I thought, okay, they might have had some in the bag, but my English was so poor. It was like the first week I got to America. My English was so poor, I could not tell them like, hey, I want the GTA 4. And my cousin, he doesn't speak much English either. And I don't blame him because they put everything on me. They paid for my education in Cambodia. Like I was well prepped. We went to one of the best school in, not one of the best. We went to an English school in Cambodia, which most people can't afford. So we did all of that, and I couldn't do the simplest task of hey, I want this item. Do you have this item? So my cousin and I, we walked out of there and I felt embarrassed. I felt small. I felt like I failed my family because they put so much effort into making sure that when I do move here, I will speak English. Anyway, from that moment onward, I started to really learn. One of my struggles was the letter R. So when I first got here, I couldn't say the letter R. I would say ah, like a Bostonian. So I fit in, but I really wanted to say R. So the word car, car. I couldn't say that for the longest time. I would say car, car. So I forced myself to learn that. I genuinely spent hours every day just saying car, 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 car. I don't hear the language every day. I'm not forced to use it or walk away from the store without the things I wanted. I don't have the drive right now. I'm on Duolingo studying, but it's not studying to achieve some sort of goal. It's just studying for fun, which is very different. I need that drive. I need that anger. I need that moment. I need that moment and a few more embarrassing and angry moment where I can't get what I want by simply saying, "Hey, do you have this in the bag?" So right now I'm thinking, well, my English and most people in Germany they do speak English, so That's even bad way of thinking. So then like I'm thinking I have a backup plan. But let's say you were Indian, right? You don't know English and you're moving to Germany. You don't have a backup plan with the English. So like the Indian person will be forced to learn German much faster because they don't have a fallback that is the English language like I do. Due to my circumstances, I don't have any real legitimate experience in the field of marketing slash management. Although I am 26, I am somewhat seen as a 22 years old who just came out of college because of my personal life, which we won't get into. The point is, I don't have a lot of work. I don't have any working experience in the field of marketing. So when I get to Germany, if there were two CV or two resume, it says one is MAKASY, one is a German person. If everything else matches, this person can speak German and a little bit of English, they would probably hire this person over me. So it's gonna be a bit harder. It just, getting a job, it's really about getting your resume. It's really about getting your foot in the door. I know I'm a hard worker. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I will outwork the person who has more experience than me. That's my mindset. I would love to have this YouTube thing work out, but that's more like a dream and not too realistic at the moment. Give it 10 years, it might be realistic, but at the moment, it's not going to pay the bills. They're not going to pay for the house. So when I get over there, I would love to work at like a fashion retailer, but if I work fashion retail, I need to communicate with the consumers. And we're in Germany, they speak German. The other thinking is I would work in a PR marketing, which can be for like a multinational company. So then English is the preferred language, but it would still be nice to learn German, blah, blah, blah. And then the other aspect that I'm thinking is I enjoy doing charity work. So I would love to work at, say, UNICEF, Red Cross, the European Parliament, something like that, something multinational where English is the preferred language. The housing situation for my partner is more or less taken care of. I have a good amount of money in my saving. My family's gonna support us. My extended family's gonna support us. So my partner and I, we're gonna have a house. I would love to own a house, and I think we are gonna own a house. If push comes to shove, we'll rent and then find a house to buy. But the house is somewhat taken care of. I am gonna. Okay, look, I don't want your pity. I don't want you to look at this video and pity myself and think, oh, my poor MAKASY. No, I am doing this better than most people. Most people, when they move to a new country, they don't have any family, they don't have any support. I'm going there with the support of my extended family and my current family, and I have a good amount of money that I can dip into. So don't feel bad for me. I have two very, very supportive family, but I'm nervous. How am I going to pay the water bill, the phone, my 7 subscription to various porn sites? Even, even in a serious video, I can't joke around. Do you see my problem? Do you see the lack of urgency? Something else that intertwined with all of these problems is I am Asian. And when I say I'm Asian, meaning, okay, here's what I'm like. I have lived with my family my entire life. I haven't had to take care of most things. I've never paid rent, never paid my phone bill, water bill. Well, I started to pay my phone bill now, but 20 something odd year, I've never paid my phone, water bill, my car insurance. I've never had to pay for any of that. So when I do go to Germany, I'm gonna have to pay for those things. And it's gonna be new. I cannot continue with my spending habit, so you will not see too many crazy pickup anymore when I do move to Germany because we have to take care of the house, the phone bill, water bill, electricity. To hark back a little bit on the German language, I think it's so stupid. Learning German is so stupid. I ask my partner sometimes to explain why certain animals this gender and not that. Why, let's say a chair is female but a table is male, and she literally doesn't have an answer because she said we're kind of just basing it off a vibe. We're using vibe to identify the sex of animal and objects. I have to memorize all of them. This is not something that you can just put two and two together. It just, we felt like it. We felt like elephant is female, elephant isn't male. Dude, there are male elephants. There's not just female elephant. The German language is so stupid. The gender is so dumb. Why are some animals certain? Learning German is very frustrating. And I know I'm only saying this now because I'm at the beginning. Once I get in the groove of things, it'll make sense. But Why are elephant female and not male, Germany? Anyway, yeah, enough about the language. I am gonna be living without my family for the first time ever, so it's gonna be a new experience, gonna be stressful, it's gonna be a big adjustment for me. The fucked up thing is, I was raised in a household that don't really value emotion too much, so I don't even know how to feel about this. I don't even know how I'm gonna say goodbye to my current family to go live with my partner and my extended family. So the emotional aspect is also very confusing for me. And as with anything big, there are pros and cons to living with your family. I don't know. It's frustrating. It hurts to think about this because the stress isn't somewhat here yet. It's coming, but it's not here. So I'm angry. I'm stressed about the upcoming stress. You might say, try not to think about it. Well, I have anxiety. I have generalized anxiety, meaning I worry about everything and think about them all the time. I take medication. I take Prozac for my anxiety every day. And God forbid, when I am able to forget about it, every few days, my family, my partner, my extended family, they all ask me, "Hey man, how's it going with the move? How's German? How's learning German? How's search? How's this? How's the job search?" My partner, my family, they constantly remind me of that. Though I appreciate these thoughts and I understand that they're coming from a place of concern and care, it's for a brief moment, I was able to put all of that stressful thoughts in the back of my head. And then I'm reminded by these lovely, lovely people in my house, in my family, to remind me of those. So, you, preparation. You can only prepare for so much. Preparation doesn't account for unknown variables. Preparation does not for Preparation does not account for unforeseeable situations. Preparation is not doing it. Doing it is doing it. Anyway, that is just a couple of problems with my move to Germany. So although it's great that I get to live with my partner now, spend time with her every day, blah 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 blah, live with the love of my life, whatever. The move, it is very stressful. I understand that the type of content I produce, I can see how you guys, some of you might think, oh my God, MAKASY, he has everything. His life is it's just smooth. He has all these dispensable income to just buy beautiful, amazing clothes. So, I do understand that sometimes people can get jealous of my lifestyle. People can get mad at me for like if they had a bad day, like, oh my God, I'm having this terrible day, and this asshole is reviewing a $5,000 coat. So I understand that. So please don't compare your life to mine. Don't compare your life to any YouTubers, influencers, any celebrities. You don't compare your first day of school to someone else's last day. My name is MAKASY. Love yourself a bit more. Compare yourself a bit less. See you next week with whatever video where I show off a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 item. My name is MAKASY. I will see you next week. Bye bye.